Well, we're all familiar with I mean, I'm not an SEO expert, but we're all familiar with what's been happening with Google recently. What is it? The Panda Slap and everything. Article sites are getting deranked. I have a lot of old blogs and niche sites and stuff, and I've just seen the traffic nosedive.
Go down, yeah.
And, you know, Google's always changing its algorithm, but what's going to happen is they're always going to want you to, as a visitor, always visit YouTube, which they own. Mm-hmm. So your content is obviously showing up, your videos are obviously showing up, or someone else's videos are showing up on the first page of Google when you type in those keywords. Right. So obviously for search and traffic generation purposes, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
But what happens is people tend to, in their mind, make up this story about why they shouldn't be doing video because they're no good in front of the camera, or they're not a technical genius, or whatever other excuse they want to make. And as I love to say, is you don't have to be a De Niro in front of the camera. You don't have to be a Spielberg behind the camera. Now, I come from a film background, so I'm using these expensive, big, giant cameras and working with actors or people who want to be actors, and I had to get rid of that. I had to realize that type of stuff will bog you down. We're filming this video on a $100 little Kodak camera, and that's the type of stuff that's important.
It says Play Sport.
Yeah.
It's a little waterproof camera.
It's about as cheap as they get, but it works. It absolutely works. So,
what about in the next couple of years? What about in the next couple of years? So, what do you think is going to happen to people if they don't get into video? It's just going to be harder struggle to try to make more sales or build a business?
Well, their competitors are going to get into video, and what I'm already seeing.
They're already doing it. A lot of people are already doing it.
Right, and what I'm seeing with YouTube itself is I don't remember when it was, but they celebrated their 5th birthday recently in the last few months. And I'm looking at videos I've uploaded a few years ago. I'm looking at competitive niches that I'm interested in going into and targeting for other new videos. And guess who's at the top? Videos that were uploaded 2 or 3 years ago. So imagine what it's going to be like.
You mean on Google?
On Google and in YouTube.
Wow.
Whether we're in Google or we're in YouTube, Google and YouTube, if we talk about them together as a whole, they're favoring older videos.
Who started first?
Right. So you know, it doesn't mean it's too late or anything now, but do it now, so that the people trying to jump on the bandwagon in a year from now, 2 years from now, are not going to be able to compete with you. Now, the advantage you have is being able to, what we've talked about a lot today, optimizing your videos, doing the video optimization side, the market research, knowing the keywords, knowing how to optimize your video before you even create it, let alone upload it, is going to give you the leverage and the competitive edge over those people that uploaded their videos 2 years ago and just put a random title, random keywords, don't know how to do their tags properly in a proper description. That's going to give you the competitive edge today to beat out those people that have a 2-year-old. When I watch a video, it gives me the gist right away. Like, you see a sales video today, you see videos by someone you think maybe you want to buy something from, you go, all right, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I want to check him out. You know instantly, don't you? 80% of our communication is non-verbal. So the body language, the tonality we have, the confidence or lack of confidence that we have when we're talking, we get that funny feeling in our head, you know, like our gut.
Butterflies?
Like, not butterflies. We get that before the camera rolls. But as a consumer, you see that person, you go, there's something that bugs me about that person. Or you go, wow, I like that person. And video allows us to do that.
It polarizes almost in a sense, right?
It does. And bottom line in that rant, what I'm trying to say is that video allows the true, authentic people that really have value, have a real message to shine through and weed out all the spammy people.
Right.
Which I think is magical.
Interesting.
You know, so.
Or it'll showcase really who's being spammy through their videos as well.
Yeah, because you can see it. We've seen videos where like, that guy's a liar.
That's annoying.
I don't know. You know, I don't trust that person.
Yeah, right.
And so for people, going back to the fear thing, you know, someone who's afraid to get in front of the camera, afraid to be in front of the, I was afraid. I'm the biggest introvert. I mean, I was afraid to raise my hand in high school. That's how bad it was, like anxiety attacks. The only fear you need to have about being in front of the camera is a fear that if you're not being true with your message, if you're lying, you're going to be afraid that people are going to know that, because they will in a second. So as long as you're sitting here going, oh, I have something great to share with the world, it doesn't matter how good you are in front of the camera or anything like that.
You don't even have to be in front of the camera, right?
Exactly.
You can do like
screen capture videos,
like a PowerPoint.
PowerPoint and Keynote, absolutely. Right. And those are incredibly more engaging.
Or you could do just audio and just put pictures up.
Yes.
Right? Something like that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time, which I love. Right? I'm a machine of efficiency, so it's about getting it done, getting it up there, moving on to the next thing.
Right. So what's going to happen in the next couple of years then? What do you think? Where's video going? Do you think, because obviously now with video sales letters, that wasn't really something that happened a couple of years ago.
Right.
So are there going to be new things evolving, do you think?
I mean, the big shift we're seeing right now, obviously, on the conversion side is that a lot of people are ditching the long copy sales letter. I talk a lot about this with the whole video sales letter
Because no one
thing.
reads them anymore.
No one reads them. They skip the message and they go right to the offer. We all do that. And so...
This doesn't mean... This could be for software, consulting, or coaching, or any type of business.
Anything you're trying to sell online,
Anything.
People have been using the long scrolling sales letter. Well, now people are ditching that for video. So I think that's just going to continue to happen with everything. Your About Me page or your frequently asked question page. Like, it's just more use and integration of video. Now I'm seeing the emails that are coming in that are video embedded emails and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm on board with all that, but you know, we're going to see more of it. And I don't see YouTube going anywhere soon. I see it just getting bigger and bigger. Some of the stats we talked about earlier today is people spend this huge majority of their time on YouTube right now, and that they said in this poll that people took that it's like they plan on increasing their usage of video. And the average person right now is spending over 15 minutes a day on YouTube.
15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You know, and so that's basically going to go up.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
What about, I mean, the reason why I think people like video is because now more than ever is because our attention spans are less, wouldn't you say? So reading something is harder for us. That's why, I mean, Twitter has pretty much broken us down by saying, you know, if you read anything longer than 140 characters, it's too long. So reading a 1,000-word sales page is a lot harder than pressing a button and watching a story, a visual story, like you said.
Absolutely, and there's something else here that no one really talks about. But if we know our good friend Billy Mays, rest in peace, he coined this term of demonstrability, and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? But if you saw Pitchman, the show he was on, every product before they picked it up and said, we're going to sell this thing, we're going to rock it, they had to say, what's the demonstrability factor? And I think that's important that's one of the things that video will do that text never could. So let me say I'm in the pick a niche, like the fitness niche, and I'm going to tell you how to do the perfect ab crunch. I can't really do that in an article, can I? I can't really say, well, you want to sit there, you know, on your knees, and it's like you read that and I don't understand. And even pictures, like if you do a before after A/B picture, like it's just not as well. But video, it works for that, and that's where people are going to go to that. So why? It's because your video is demonstrable. Like ours right now, it's just us talking.
Right.
But what would be really cool is if we did something demonstrable, like show you the sunset or be doing something cool. So what you want to look for when you're producing content is what are the things that an article couldn't do that video can do for you. So not just like, here's the tip of the day, but like, here's how to do this, or here's what this looks like, or here's how I broke it down so you can see me doing it live.
Right.
Demonstrability. It's allowing you to use video to its full potential.
And I'm just guessing this right now. I have no clue the facts and the numbers, but I'm assuming that you can sell a lot more through video than you ever could through written copy.
Yes.
I don't know the numbers online for people driving traffic to long sales copy, written copy converted to commercials on TV, and comparing the amount of traffic or eyeballs who's watching the commercials to buying whether through the phone or through the web or whatever it may be. But I'm assuming that a video selling something is always going to convert better.
If it's done right, absolutely.
If some of the best two copywriters in the world and editors or whatever went up against each other, you'd probably sell more from a video than you would from copy, right?
Yes, and then the other element.
You think it's for any product or any type of niche? Or
if you said across the board the video is the same quality as the long copy sales letter, that's what's going to happen. Yes, you're going to see on average what we've been doing this a lot of niches from health, relationships, internet marketing to even software and other types
real
of
estate.
We've done stuff for real estate, offline businesses like CPAs and stuff like that.
Right.
The video converts more, and that's on the conversion side. So once they get to your site, more people are going to take action when you're using video over just the copy. Now here's the cool part. Here's the part that Lewis doesn't know, is that if they get to a site with video and they were driven there by video, they're even 10 more times more qualified and ready to take action. Yes, our YouTube leads to so if someone who's watching a video and says, oh, I got to click over here now to this guy's website, and they're taken to another video, they're 10 times more willing to take action and go forward with that. Why? Because they're already conditioned to video.
Right.
So it's kind of like, let's just hit them with video everywhere we can get, because it's more effective, it works better, you can communicate your message faster and easier, and it just increases conversion.
Now, would you say it takes longer to create a video than it would be to write the same article or copy or to I mean, there's a little bit more.
I don't want to lie and say it takes less. I think it depends. We're doing this video right now, and it's going to take as long as it takes
to upload it,
and then you got to upload it. You know. But here's the thing. Raise your hand if you hate writing. Right?
I'm horrible.
And so now we get to finally say, okay, good. We don't have to really do article marketing anymore. And I'm not saying stop some whole piece of your business. If you're getting backlinks and traffic from articles, you never stop that. But video is easy, and we don't have to write.
Right. Well, it's easy if you use it the right way that works best for you. So if you don't like being in front of camera like this, then you don't want to do it that way because it's going to be hard and difficult for people.
And I do a lot of videos where I'm not in front of the camera.
Right.
So I got to get ready. I got to do my hair and makeup, and that takes time. No, but people really do. You know, if you're female, a lot of female clients I've worked with, it's a big hassle. You've got to get the hair and the makeup ready. That's an hour just to do a video. And we just said, hey, let's wrap up tonight with a video before the beautiful sunset goes down.
Right now, what if they're not an entrepreneur or a small business owner, but they're like a big company, so they don't even have to be the person in front of the video? Do you think that all businesses should be using video no matter what?
Absolutely. I mean, if they have something online, like a web presence, and they want to use it for traffic generation, that's absolutely
awesome.
Yeah, as simple as that.
Awesome. Let's show them the view real quick.
Yes.
We'll finish with that.
Yes. Here's our demonstrability with this view right there.
I don't know if you can see it that well with this little.
I think it's kind of
$20 camera
focusing,
but
it's $100.
You can see the.
And then we can barely see Catalina out there in the distance.
Very nice.